It's not really 2022. It's time has been changed. Absolutely, it's been changed from when we went to a moon calendar when the Romans took over to a solar calendar. They tried to. The solar calendar is actually 430 days, where a moon calendar is 360 days. So they had a time where a couple of years there where the time overlapped, and that was called the Age of Confusion. Then there was they finally went back and forth for a little while until they decided that you couldn't go more than 365 and a quarter days without causing some major problems. So they decided the year would be 365 days. And every fourth year we'd have 366 days. But besides that, which is absolutely provable, I mean, I think it used to be common knowledge that when the Gregorian calendar started, that time had been changed. I'm not sure about it nowadays. But also, I've found in a lot of things that when this man Jesus was supposedly born, they changed time again. Because he was supposedly born, I was always taught, on 1 AD. 1 AD, yes. Or what they now say is CE. When I was young, they had BC and AD, which stood for before Christ. And despite the bad rumor, AD was supposedly after death, but it actually meant the year of our Lord. But it's a Latin term. I just don't remember exactly what the word means, or how to exactly say the word, I should say. Here in the last few years, they changed it to BCE and CE, which I don't remember exactly what BCE or CE means, even though some people have changed it to before Christ era and Christ era, but that's not what it originally meant. So they're trying to cut that completely out altogether when they came up with the terminology. But regardless, it was around somewhere between 1000 AD and 1100 AD when he was born. They made that 1 AD. And this is actually quite provable when you study the Shroud of Christ, which dates back to around 1100 AD. Then it finally makes sense. That's why they say it was a fake, is because there shouldn't be 1,000 years from when the man was born, when the man died, especially if he only lived 33 years. But it actually makes sense if you put it that way, and his lifespan actually goes right along with what they said time line should have been for that particular cloth. Regardless, I mean, if you do enough study into it, He was not Hawa's son. He may have been a son of a god, little g, but not my God. Hawa, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. As always, Allah, Hawa, may you be blessed.